What's going on, YouTube fam? Today I want to make a video that is talking about 3D printers, and it's 2026, and I just want to talk about the printers that I've used and what I would buy in 2026 as a hobbyist or just basic end user or a business. And I'm going to try not to make this too drawn out, but I want to give you my user experience, and I also want to be sure to convey the points that I'm trying to make. So hopefully it ain't too boring or whatever, and then I'll try to talk fast so the video isn't too long. Basically the ones that I'm going to talk about are the ones that I've owned, which is Bambu Labs. Currently own the X1C, X2D with filament switcher and 2 AMSs. I've owned the P1S I recently sold and the A1 I recently sold. I currently have the Cheaty Plus 4 and the Cheaty Plus 2 with the Cheaty box. I sold my Q2 recently. I've had the El Goose and Turi Carbon. I sold that. I gave it away to my niece. And those are the ones that I specifically have familiarity with. And those are kind of the ones I'm going to speak on. But I also will address some other brands in case you're interested in that. So first and foremost, I have to be honest and say, at the end of the day, I like Bambu Labs. They make a great product. They make a great printer. They innovate and they deliver a good product. They deliver good support. They deliver great consumables. Their user interface on their machines are good. The GUI is good. Their website is phenomenal. Their company support is phenomenal, and their user base support through like Bambu forum or Reddit, even if you want to go to, you have a massive following of people that can help you and help guide you in a direction you want. As with any company, whenever you're researching what machine you want to buy, make sure it fits your use case. And that's really all there is to it. Now, for just a quick example of my X1C over there, that machine is end of life, but you can pick them up pretty cheap, and they're still supported till 2032 with parts, and they're supported with firmware and security till I think 2028 and 2029. You're not gonna have to worry about it. And that one there, I have the Big Tree Tech Panda Breathe in there, so it has an active heated chamber that's automatic, works well, and it was cheap. So, and still has, that changed 3D printing for consumers across the board. So really great product. Just know what you want to do with your printer when you're buying it. X2D, another great printer, especially with the filament track switch and the dual nozzle. It's not like true dual nozzle, I guess, in the sense one is a Bowden extruder to keep the tool head light, one is a direct extruder, but it does print well enough on the Bowden side. It's just slower, but it does allow you to do support material and stuff. And for my use case, for what I bought it for, it works well. So I'll say it like that. And I'll show you their website in a minute, but that's the Bambu Lab side of things. I think if you don't like to tinker, if you just want to buy the product, get the product, unbox it and have it up and running in under an hour and off printing whatever you want to do, Bambu Labs is just the way to go, and I will stand by that 100%. That being said, that's my experience with Bambu Labs, and I will pull up their website and we'll look at that at the end of the video, just so that you can see what I'm referring to. Next we'll talk about, because I have them in front of me, is the Cheaty. I have the Plus 4 and I have the Cheaty Q2 with the Cheaty box. You can also get the Cheaty box with the Plus 4. I've never used mine for that. I didn't buy the Plus 4 for multicolor. It's strictly what I print engineering grade stuff on. The hot end is 370 degrees. Build plate is 120 on both machines. Both machines have active chamber heating up to 65 degrees. would I buy them for, like Bambu, I would use for business. That's the only thing I would use for business. That being said, if you're running a business where you're printing engineering materials, I would use 1 or 2 Cheaty machines as a stepping stone to allow you to print the high-end materials. 370 degree hot ends on like printers under, both of them were under $800. It's just not really heard of. So you could use those to make your money to purchase yourself what I will say is a commercial and or high-end consumer type grade printer that can print, you know, PEC, PEEK, and all that stuff. Now both of these will print PEEK-A just fine. It is an amorphous style of a filament. It's still super strong and it's still super expensive. I have half a kilo down there. They print that, but because of their little quirkinisms and their GUI or their user interface on the printer is similar. You can tell where they've cloned a lot of the Bambu stuff and tried to carry it over, and their slicer is also carried over from Bambu, which in my opinion Bambu just has a great slicer. And Cheaty's is not bad because it's basically cloned from that. It's their little flavor of it. The user interface is not as clean. Like you can tell where, like, if something goes wrong, like the prompts that pop up or something, you can tell they're not native to what they carried over from Bambu, I guess is the best way to explain it. But that's really here nor there. My main reason for not saying that I would grow my business and or use these with the intent of scalability for business is they're just not, you kind of gotta, they're not fully tinkering printers, but there's always quirks with the printers when they're new, and it always takes them like, I don't know, it seems like 2 to 4 months before they get all the software out and fix them. I don't know why a company would release a printer and just not, you know, one or a couple issues here or there that pop up or that are just missed. I get it, that happens, but I mean, they release their stuff too early and they don't take the time to refine the product. And I don't know to what end. If they would release the product closer to completion, they would have a better product with a better taste left in people's mouths. So I can't recommend them for scaling a business with them, but if you're starting a business and you're using it to stack your money to purchase better quality printers, and not necessarily Bambu for either. I mean, if you're going to do engineering grade all the time, but yes, they're great for that. They're close. They're like 90 to 95% there, but it's just that 5% that you got to mess with that I can't recommend it for scaling a business. Parts support, they generally have plenty of parts available and whatnot, but they are out of stock frequently, but they do restock relatively quick. But you just always, I've never been down looking for a part, but the infrastructure and how they have their parts suppliers laid out is not as refined as, you know, Bambu's. I say it like that. That's the best way I can say it. You order a part from Cheaty, it might be coming from Amazon somewhere. You really can't track the stuff too well using most of your tracking. I mean, I'm fine with using like 17 track and Yon Express tracking in that, but Cheaty gives you an Amazon tracking number and best of luck. So can't recommend them. The Elgu Centuri Carbon, it's a great printer for a hobbyist, would not by any means. If you need single color, As far as the original Centauri carbon, probably great for that, great for a hobbyist or a strong DIYer. Don't have the support level, and it's the same with Cheaty. They just don't have that support level. If you're wanting to get into it, it's a great printer at a great price to start off with. I would probably look into the Centauri Carbon 2 at this point, but yeah, I mean, there's nothing wrong with Elegoo. They've done pretty well, but they're just community base is smaller. They're not quite as reliable, and the parts availability is less than adequate for running any type of business or something that I would want to get into. Flash Forge I won't use because they came out with a statement a while back, and they said, well, if you're printing, you know, certain things in your printer, we'll lock your printer down and yada yada. So it wasn't even about what they were saying that they were going to block it for. It was more about, you're invading my privacy. Like, you shouldn't be monitoring what I'm printing. Like, I do understand that you have to send your jobs through a Bambu Lab's cloud. And technically, I guess, yes, they can see what's printing, but secured servers are a lot different than a company blatantly coming out saying, we're going to do this. So Flash Forge is out for me. However, I will say they do have a couple new printers out, ADX5 Pro or whatever. Hey, if you're doing PLA or PETG and you want a multi-tool head printer, that's a great place to look at. It's priced fair. I think it was $649 coming out the gate when it releases. But not bad for a tool changer. I don't really do a lot of that, so you know, those are my reasons there. But as a hobbyist or somebody that just wants to print PLA figurines or whatever, yeah, go for it. Also on that front, you have the Snapmaker U1. Again, it's a tool changer, 4 heads, 4 colors is your max. Great little printer. The support though is not there, and I've heard people have build plate issues and warp build plates like crazy with that, and then Snapmaker gave them crap about replacing it under warranty. I've heard people just go out and buy them. I'm not interested in that. If I've given you my money, I expect you to support your product. The minute you stop supporting your product, I stop supporting you. I'd rather go spend $12,000 on a printer that's going to get support than buy 12 printers at $1,000 that I can't do nothing with. It's just, you know. So that's my thoughts on those. And then we'll just quickly come over here to the computer. And let me try to adjust this just a little bit. Hopefully that's not too far up. And I have Bambu Lab's website up. I have Prusa Research is up too. I guess I'll go ahead and nip Prusa out of the butt real quick. They're a no-go for me. They pretty much everything they do is bed slinger. They made this Core 1 to try to compete with Bambu. It's like $1,300 assembled. You can buy it in a kit, but just going to be realistic. If I wanted to build a printer, it would probably be a Voron. It wouldn't be this. So I don't know. This is just a waste of money to me. And now they have this new one where they want to do the you know, Core 1 with the 4 tool heads. So if you wanted to do that, you'd have to buy this for $1,300. I think as a kit it's like $999 or $1,000, but put together, say $1,300, because that's how all the other machines come put together. And then you spend that, and then you have to spend $799 in addition to get your 4 tool heads to add to this, or $999 to get 8 tool heads. It covers the whole front of your window, and you can't really see what you're printing. And you have $2,000 or $2,500 invested in this thing here. If I'm going to do that, I'm telling you right now, I'm going to come right over here to Bambu. I'm going to go to their printers. I'm going to go to this H2C, and it's got the multi-nozzle changing system on it. and you get your 6 or 7 nozzles, and it's $2,400 with the AMS combo, yeah, that's where my money's going all day, every day. I will buy this every single time over this junk. And I hate to say that, but you can tell a lot about something. And I don't get me wrong, I know he's done a lot for the community, and I'm sure people will come in there and blast me, and that's fine. I don't really care. But you got Prusa Research by Joseph Prusa. How many times you got to put your name in your own thing? And what have you researched other than Bambu Lab's designs? Because I mean, bed slingers, yeah, you did it, but sorry, no. And then if you wanted like a tool changer, like the Prusa XL, I mean, with a single tool head is $2,200. You could get 6 or 7 with an AMS for 23 with Bambu. Now, say you wanted to go up there and put 5 tool heads on it, now you're at $4,000 all of a sudden. And that's not enclosed. Now you want it enclosed. Now you're at $4,200. And yeah, you're gonna want a couple sheets to go with it. I mean, all 3 print sheets, $4,500. You're at $5,000. You could go get a commercial grade printer. I mean, around right around this money. So Prusa's not a thing for me. So that's why I'm not really discussing them. And then you come over here to like your Bambu Labs printers, where you're gonna get way more bang for your buck. Whether you're going with the H2C, H2D, which is a true dual head, dual direct drive extruder, with the kit, the whole kit and caboodle, $2,000. This here is more printer than this from Prusa. So that's just, if you get it with dual AMSs, you can get 8 colors, two heads, 2 tool heads, and heated chambers and 350C. Yeah, this is just where it's at. Also, one of the things to point out real quick before we close off the video is how easy the support is. If you need support, go to your support center, open up your ticket. It just logged me out. I'll log back in, and you know, you can go to your account center. I'll block that out. I don't really care, but you can see like all where your orders are and everything. It's just super convenient. As far as filament, you can come over here and get your filament. I hear people say, oh, well, yeah, it's more expensive though per roll. I mean, yeah, it might be a couple dollars more per roll. If you're buying 2 rolls at a time, I generally buy all filament. Usually 10 to 20 rolls at a time. So I don't know. I always pay pretty much $12.99 if it's like PETG or something like that, or ABS. And generally all their like ASA and stuff like that, generally I pick them up on their sales, and I'll just load up like 2 or 3 rolls at a time. And it's fine. The reason I choose to use their product is because when I put it in their AMS unit, it reads the filament, the printer sets the profile, and it does everything for me. I don't have to touch it. Just set it and forget it. It's like that guy, I can't, Billy Mays or whatever. Set it and forget it, you know. It's just the way to go. But yeah, guys, that's where I'm at with all the printers out on the market right now. In my opinion on it, you don't have to agree with it. But if you would do me a favor, if the video gave you any insight and or knowledge on what you may want to purchase or look into, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, hit that subscribe button, and share the video, I would be greatly appreciative for it. I'll put links for the printers down below. They're not affiliate links. I don't get no money off of them or nothing. I'll just link them below for you. And if you have any questions or anything that wasn't covered in the video, or something that you would like directly answered, put it down in the comments as well. I generally respond to all my comments, generally same day, but usually within 72 hours, you can always expect a reply back at this point. All right, thank you for watching. Thanks for being the best part of the community, and we'll see you in the next one.